There are a lot of different businesses that you can potentially start. For beginners, starting an online service business is the easiest one to start because it costs the least amount of money and it has a lot of good economics around it. It costs almost nothing to deliver. There's low recurring overhead. You can do it from any place in the world. If you're watching this video, you already have all the technology required. Basically, everything is there for you to start, and you get to learn all of the mistakes that you're going to inevitably learn on a low stakes business first. There are unlimited things that you could do to grow your business. You could run TikTok ads, you could run LinkedIn ads, you could run LinkedIn outbound, you could optimize your site, you could improve your sales conversion. But there is one thing that can grow your business more than the others, and that one thing make everything else pale in comparison. You have to look at all the other problems and be like, oh yeah, all this stuff sucks. We're gonna ignore that. Because if we don't fix this, none of that matters. Who here has thought about starting a software for your business to make it more sellable? Get hands raised? Okay, fantastic. Here's why it's a terrible idea. Software does not inherently make a business valuable. There are economics that software often has when done right that can be valuable, which is growth, typically virally, ideally, gross margins, so like additional customers cost very little and there's high profit there, and revenue retention. Like if people get fully integrated on a CRM, it's very likely that they will stick with it for an extended period of time. Those features are still the things that make the business valuable. If you just add software in, you will not become a software company. You will not get a software multiple. You will not become something that is more sellable. It is only if you accomplish building a software that is exceptional that you will have an exceptional business that becomes sellable. The people who close the highest percentage of sales, what do? They ask for the sale more times than anyone else. Now here's the problem with that. If you ask more times than anyone else the wrong way, you'll get prospects to hate you. And if prospects hate you, they won't buy from you. And so the first thing you do is you acknowledge what they say. You repeat back to them. You say, totally understand you want to think about it. Now associate it. That makes you just like some of the people who make the best decisions and get the best results for our stuff. Let me ask you a question about that. What's your main concern? Rather than try and immediately hit them with whatever your obstacle overcome is going to be, acknowledge, associate before making the next move in the conversation, and you'll close way more deals because you'll be able to ask way more times without pissing people off. Many of you probably remember when you were getting into this business, you tried a bunch of stuff, most of it didn't work, and then something started to work. This is the risk of new. And I think this is one of the most misjudged risks in business. Like the time you do new is when you start. And basically after that, everything is almost more or better. And typically more with a feedback loop just becomes better. And the reason that we want to go after more is because more is the highest risk adjusted move that you can do.
If you have a 9-to-5 job and you want to start a business, your income's going to go down first before it goes up. And your time usage is going to go up before it goes down. Because if you have your own business, you'll likely, especially in the beginning, be working from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to bed. So having a 9-to-5 is the perfect time to start a business, because what better way to practice? And it's almost like a no-risk practice because you're still getting paid. You can literally take your paycheck, bet it on something, it doesn't happen, well, good thing money replenishes, it comes back next month.
If you have less than $100,000 in savings, here's the very broke 6 things that you can do to immediately spend way less. 1, stop eating out, discount groceries only. 2, stop buying new clothes, go to Goodwill only. 3, only attend free friend events. All right, so think of what I just said. They don't support your goals, they are not your friend. Think about it. 4, take the rest of the time that you have to A, apply to jobs that make more than your current job. B, pick up side hustle work. C, learn skills that you can trade for a higher hourly rate than you currently do. And then 5, find the hardest worker in the room when you enter that new job or that new place, and then double their level of input. And then once you follow all of those steps, this is what you need to do next. Wait 36 months. Patience is figuring out what to do in the meantime. I just gave you what to do in the meantime. You have bigger goals than this, right?
100%.
I would strongly recommend you learning this stuff because it's not that hard. Steven, let's rock and roll.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Ben. So monthly revenue right now is 54K. Constraint is Google ads are underspent.
Yes. I have a Google Ads specialist that is running my Google Ads. So that's something I never learned.
So they're saying they just can't spend more money.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say this, man. Right now, you're saying the constraint of the business is under someone else's control, right? That's a tough position to be in.
Mm-hmm.
I would strongly recommend you learning this stuff because it's not that hard.
That was originally already my plan. So I had Justin call this afternoon with the new agency.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him look, if we're going forward with the Google Ads specialist, I want to have weekly calls to at least know what he's doing in the ad account so I just can follow.
Okay, got it. Let me tweak it for you. I'm going to ask that you don't even work on my account. I'm still going to pay you. And I want to have 2 calls a week, and all of the work is going to be done on those 2 calls. That's it. They don't have to do any other work from my account. But I want to be the one who controls the mouse, and I want them to tell me what to do and why they're doing it.
That's genius.
This is how I learned how to run national level Facebook ads. Within 6 weeks, I was like, I get it. I don't need this guy anymore. I want you, Steven, to do $3,000 a month that you control. And you say like, I'm going to spend $100 a day and I'm going to see if I can beat this guy. Because I promise you, when it's your business, you'll beat him. Strongly recommend for young guys, like, for the love of God, get in shape. It'll never be easier. You'll never have more time. I had one of my sales guys who I said, dude, I don't see you at the gym. And he said, I'm just really busy. And I just like looked at him and I was like, you will never have more time and less responsibility than you do now. So I kind of used the James Clear thing. I said, hey, if you can't make it work now, accept that you're never going to be in shape for the rest of your life. He was like, whoa. I was like, think about it. You're just never going to be in shape. He was like, whoa. I mean, that. I was like, right. So do it or don't, but stop wanting it.
How do I work myself out of this just being self-employment? Just not having to work, but still making money off of what he built. What needs to be true?
Dude, you're so far away from that, I wouldn't even think about it. Like, you trying to get to passive income right now, like, you don't even have active income right now. Like, this is not even a question. I'm just being real with you.
Yeah.
I would like to help. The idea of like, I would like to make passive, sure, man. Everyone just wants money in the mail. It just doesn't work that way. Like, you need to make active income really cool for you for a while. And I will tell you this, making more money, tons of fun. Especially at the levels that you're at right now, the increase in income that you make has a material change on your life. Like, you won't want to get out of making it once you start making more of it. You'll start liking the game. Because right now, I don't think you like the game yet. I don't feel that.
Yeah.
Because you're already asking, how do I not work to make the money?
Right, absolutely.
Right. Like, you have a whole lot of shit to get through. You're at like the beginning of this bridge. like you gotta like love the shit for a while. If you've got a hard decision in front of you, you probably have two paths. One that's the hard path, and one that's the one that you're like kind of wanting to do. But the reason that you haven't made the decision yet is that the hard path is probably the right path. Because if the hard path weren't the right path, there wouldn't be a decision in front of you, because you would just obviously do the path that's easier. And so whenever you have one of these splits in the road, know that the hard path, the one that you're like not sure if you should do it, is probably the right choice, because you wouldn't even be thinking about this to begin with if it wasn't the thing you needed to do, but don't want to. I thought to myself, if it's this hard now, when I have no kids, I have no wife, I have no stakes, it's going to be nearly impossible for me to do later. And so I was like, I have to do it now. The biggest meta lesson of my entire life was when I lost everything the first time. I had sold all the gyms, and then that was my nest egg for my 5 years of work, even though it was not as much as I had hoped, but it was still something. And then I put that all into the next thing and then lost it all. But after losing it all, I was able to immediately go out and make $100,000 the next month with nothing, maxing out a credit card to do it. That moment was when I was like, oh, like I thought that the gyms were the thing that I had built, but it was my skills is the thing that I had built.